How to defend from the wing. Okay, a lot of people are struggling, especially against attackers who use the wing like I do on the attack and draw the defense out towards that side to open up the space in the middle. It's a very viable way of attacking, and so it's hard to defend against. This is how to defend against it, lads, and there's a technique or a few techniques that you should use.
Griezmann, 3 men around him to somehow find some space. Ronaldo, fantastic opening, the drive back.
He's made himself the tiniest bit of space.
Almost feels like a bit of a taunt. Didn't really go for him. Oh! The display there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest.
We
of
talked about
margins.
Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
First of all, I'm going to explain what I mean by attacking on the wing and why it's so useful. When you take the ball to the wing, the defense draws out to that side. What happens is spacing gaps opens in the center, and it's easy to exploit those spacing gaps because the attackers will drift into those holes that are left open in the defense. And when the opponent is attacking on the wing, it makes it easier to do this. Now, this is how to defend against it. One technique I like to use is obviously right stick switching. Now you guys need to learn right stick switching regardless, so this will be helpful for you if you want to start learning it. You want to switch to the centre back just before the opponent will pass it, and it allows you to intercept the ball. So it's a good way of basically baiting the opponent into finding that central pass, but you right stick switch to the defender to intercept that before he passes it, to basically read him and stop that ball going into the centre. Another technique I like to personally use is basically standing still with your defender and using second man press. Now you can use the second man press with the wing back, or you can use cover the central pass with the centre back, as the wing back is pressuring the opponent with second man press. And as you're covering it, I recommend standing still, especially when you're in line with that attack, because your opponent will be looking at trying to make the wing back feint either side, but sometimes he will beat that. However, if you're covering that central pass at least into the attacker, there's no way of him making that. So if you actually just select the centre back, second man press with the wing back, you can prevent that ball from going into the middle, and you can also defend the ball or the player on the ball at the same time. And when he is close to him, and when the wing back gets close and is in the distance to make the tackle, then of course you can select him with L1 and then make that tackle, lads. So those are the two techniques that I like to use personally to defend against the wing. It does work, okay, but at the end of the day, sometimes you may not be able to prevent it, especially if the opponent is good at this defending technique, or so this attacking technique. And at the end of the day, lads, it just depends on how good you are at right stick switching. If you're not very good, you may be very bad at this defending technique. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And lastly, if you do want any pre-gaming fuel or supplement, then head over to atpscience.com, which is the first link in the description, and use the code AussieFIFA at checkout to get yourself a discount. Not only is it the cheapest way to get supplements, but it helps me out a ton, guys, so thank you.